Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I would like to share a little unpackaging with you guys. This is coming from Blade HQ. The unpackaging knife is going to be my Monterey Bay Knives Sea Otter. This has been recently anodized, and I think I got a pretty sweet finish to this guy. It came up pretty darn nice, and action is it's just getting better and better the more and more I use this thing. I gave this knife a little bit of crap when I first got it, but it's really growing on me, and as long as that lock face is clean, there is zero lock stick. This is a Migron knife. My first experience, I believe, up to this point with Migron knives, and I purchased this because of LeftyEDC. Kevin Johnson, who runs the LeftyEDC channel, was just raving about this, and he's a really picky guy. Now, I love Kevin and Devo Knives. I think, you know, it's an amazing thing what they're doing with that company. But if you guys have been watching LeftyEDC, he's a really picky guy, and he doesn't talk highly about a lot of knives. Honestly, he's a really nitpicky guy, and I do definitely take a lot of what he says you know, to heart. So if this is as good as he says it is, I think I will definitely enjoy it. So we kind of have different tastes, of course, as anybody would, but you know, this is a knife that I saw a little while ago and I was interested in it. I was just like, you know, it's just another, you know, $50 shooter knife that you know, it doesn't really seem too special, but if he's saying that it's as good as it is, I had to check it out. So here, nice little card, some information on the back. You can pause it if you'd like. Here is the knife itself, wrapped up in a piece of plastic. There is nothing under there. Toss the packaging. Quality control sticker. And here's a knife. This does definitely feel quite weighty for the size, and there's a lot of oil on here. It's very oily, so there should be zero rust on this, which shouldn't have any. The blade material on this is bead blasted 14C. There are two different variations. Let's get this blade out here. Oh yeah, that is what? Okay, that is really nice, actually. And you know, that's just the first couple flicks. If a knife is that good, the first couple flicks, the first couple drops, it can only get better from there, unless like major like lock issues you know, happen after, you know, using this knife. But I forgot what I was completely saying about. But there are actually two colorways of this knife. The one that Kevin was showing off was one with it was just all blacked out. It had a like lightly blue anodized titanium clip. Yes, this is a wonderfully milled popsicle styled milled titanium clip. I believe the pivot ring or some other part of it, I think that little ring is actually titanium, because it was color matched with the pocket clip, which is pretty cool. So I mean, you guys know me, I've been on this crazy anodizing kick. I've been freaking anodizing everything. I did this little ring. This was one of the rings that I attempted a flame or a like a torching heat anodization. Yeah, I just kind of got bored of it. It wasn't that interesting looking, so I went with this. It's just kind of all over the place. It's definitely unique, but this looks like a pretty fancy, unique, one-of-a-kind rings, and it cost $11 on Amazon. And with just a little bit of skill, a little bit of practice with anodizing, you know, I'm able to have something, you know, quite unique. So let's get the weight on this guy really quick. I usually don't care too much about showing off specs on an unboxing, but I'm just curious. 4 ounces. All right, you know, that's not a big deal. This definitely feels, it's the weight of a full-size knife, and yeah, it is definitely a full-size knife. 3.5-inch blade. At least that's what it says. Let's get some of this oil off of this unit here, because it's all over the place. Not a big deal, not a deal breaker at all. I don't mind that, but yeah, there's definitely oil all over this thing, just all over these polished liners, and that's actually quite nice. Very shiny, very consistent, no major scratches or marks. That is quite nice. I like that. Huge pockets for weight relief. That is quite impressive. And you can see these 3 relief cuts right there for the liner lock. They're also not sharp. Everything is well rounded off. On some cheap knives, that's one thing that I've always looked at to see if the relief cuts are still were left raw or jagged, and no, this was actually very well finished. I definitely appreciate that. Instead of a typical little barrel backspacer or standoff, you have a matching G10 backspacer. And yeah, there's 0 lock stick on this. That is nice. Let's check the, I guess, play on this thing if there is any. A little bit of wiggle, but I'm mainly muscling it up and down. It's good to go. Some barrel movement. Solid. That is one thing that really has impressed me about a lot of Chinese made knives. I know a lot of people give shit to reviewers that show off a lot of Chinese made knives, but you know what? This is a sub $50 knife. There are knives in my collection that cost way more than this and are made in the US, and it doesn't have the solidity that this knife has. With a little bit of tweaking, you can get it pretty close to that, but now finally I have some used but fully custom made knives in my collection that have some tolerance issues, and that's a little embarrassing. So honestly, the Captain Americas that are out there that are giving shit to people that really do enjoy the value in Chinese made knives, it's not that you're supporting their economy. It's just, if value is value, and I'm not made of money, nor am I getting this stuff for free, I want to check out stuff that other people think that are good. And Kevin says that this knife is good, and yeah, he's completely right in saying that this is a lot of knife. This is definitely a lot of good knife for the price. Now, I don't know what the heat treat is on the blade. To me, that's it. It's so. I mean, it is very much important, but I don't expect it to be anything remarkable or super special. Let's check out this edge here. It looks relatively consistent. It is just practically a continuous bellied knife. It's a low drop point style knife, not super low, but it's pretty darn low, so I think it'll be good for a lot of utility tasks, things like that. So the right side of the knife shrinks down a little bit here at the tip, widens a little bit here at the heel, but on the left side it looks pretty darn consistent to me. It might shrink a little bit down here, and there's actually the slightest little glint right there that looks like maybe it was hit with the sharpening media, whatever they use to put the final cutting edge. So I mean, there's those inconsistencies, but again, for the action, how it feels in hand, the overall design, I think that there's a lot of value in this. Plus the tie clip, the weight relief, and just check out if there's any detent. That is solid, not going anywhere. This right here at base is a $400 knife. This is standardized to have some wiggle right there in the detent. It has a wonderful action and a very smooth detent, or well, it's a light detent actually, but you have to get used to it. It's not the same, so you have to lighten up when it comes to that knife. This, you can put full force and intent behind getting that blade out. It has that avocado shaped hole, and it's good to go. It's very well knocked down, not super sharp, but grabby enough to be able to comfortably and reliably deploy it. So that is quite nice. I will be linking this down in the description if you guys are interested. There are plenty of these available to my knowledge during the recording of this video. And yeah, so I think it won't be too long before I'm able to get out a review of this knife. I think I'm really going to enjoy this, taking this thing to work. So I was just taking a look at that centering really quick. It's perfect. Yeah, but this thing's nice. You can choke up. It's comfortable back here too, comfortable up here, no jimping on the spine. Would have been cool if there was, not a big deal that there isn't. And strength of that tip, I definitely wouldn't be stabbing and prying, but it's not super dainty or delicate either. So this is a very well-rounded, all-purpose EDC budget knife. And at the price that it's coming in, again, I think this is going to be a good one for sure. So like I said before, I will be linking this down in the description if you guys are interested in picking this up. It does not do anything for me or the channel, but you might actually like it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little unboxing. If you guys did, go ahead and consider subscribing if you aren't already, and make sure to turn on your notification bell icon to make sure that you guys are notified of when I upload reviews, comparisons, collection updates, unpackagings, and all other types of fun and exciting stuff that I have to offer for you guys. With that all being said, have a wonderful rest of your day. And really quick, let me try this. Okay, no. All right, that one was for you, Kev. An upside down middle finger flick. That was for you, Kev. Thank you.